Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah to all the students. I welcome you to another G1 Quran course. Today we would be learning and revising about the short vowels. So before I start the class, I would like to hand over to the G1 in charge, where she has an important announcement for everyone. So over to you.
Okay then, so Jazakumullah, I would just like to make a very quick announcement to the class. Last week on Friday, we used breakout rooms for the first time in quite a large number. So we have used breakout rooms before, and last week we used them in a fairly large number. So for those of you who have maybe missed the breakout room introduction, in this term, what we're hoping to do, inshallah, is Monday to Thursday, experienced teachers will teach the rules from Qaida. And then on Friday, we have some very, very dedicated teachers who are volunteering to come into class and then listen to everybody's practice from the week. This is a large class, so we can't listen to everybody throughout the week. But our plan is, our aim is, inshallah, that on a Friday, everybody has a small group that they will go to in a breakout room with one dedicated teacher. We are aiming to try and make that a regular student and teacher group. And the group should be small enough that the teacher can listen to everybody in her group. So this is our aim, to teach from Monday to Thursday, and students practice by following the homework. And then on Friday, whatever they've practiced, teachers will listen to them. Okay, so last week, those of you who were there would have observed that there were a few technical issues that we experienced, and we've tackled those. And tomorrow, inshallah, everything should be automated. Nothing is ever trouble-free, but we're trying to minimize as much disruption to everybody as possible. Now, tomorrow, it's really, really important when you come into class that you have signed into Zoom properly using the email that you registered at G1 with. And if, for those who may not be sure, I would just like to say that it's a fairly simple process, and I'll just go through a couple of slides. So it's really important that if you've got mum and dad nearby, that they're watching the screen, because they'll be able to understand this. How to sign into Zoom. You have to make sure, most especially tomorrow, that you are not signed in with your personal account, which may have a different email attached to it. When you come to Zoom, click on sign in. Okay, so you can see it there on the screen in that red box here. You have to click on sign in. Then, if you are signed in with a personal account, you need to sign out. So you'll see a box here, okay, where the yellow arrow is pointing, and that will tell you that you're signed in with a particular email account. If that email account is different to the one that you've registered at G1 with, you need to sign out. You click on the box, and then a pop-down box will appear, and you click on sign out. Once you've done that, you then sign in, and you type in the email that you registered with G1 with, okay? And then your password as appropriate. And that's as simple as that, okay? So when you sign in, make sure if you're signed in through a personal account, so long as that personal account is the same email that you registered with G1, then you're fine. If it's different, sign out and then sign in using the email that you registered at G1 with. Now, if anybody has any issues with that and has any sort of difficulty, you are welcome to email us. But if I can just see if I can, if you just bear with me, I will see if I can put a link to a Google Drive. So if you just bear with me, I'll just add a just bear with me, just getting hold of the link. And okay, so if you look in the chat, you will find a link to a Google Drive, and nothing is uploaded at the moment. Nothing is uploaded at the moment. Hopefully, God willing, by the end of class, I will have uploaded lots of material on there. But the link will also be, this particular PDF will also be on there, so you can use that to help you sign in tomorrow. We will also use this Google Drive to upload the material that we use. So this is another way that you can get hold of material that we use. And so to answer one of the questions that's just turned up on the chat, you should always log in using the email that you registered with G1. But on a Friday is particularly important. You'll still get into class, but what will happen is that you won't go to the room that we've allocated to you. So you'll end up in a large room, and the chances of you being listened to are less. Okay, so I hope that was clear. And if you could take a note of that link. If anybody misses that link, we can send it to you via email if you email us. Okay, and with that, I will hand you over to our main teacher for the lesson for today.
Jazakallah to the in charge, G1. So let's start our class. Let me just share my screen. Okay. So now we are going to start our class with the recitation of the Holy Quran. Can I request the support teacher to please pick a student for the recitation? Jazakallah.
Assalamualaikum everyone. G1304, please unmute yourself.
G1304, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. So can you recite this verse for me with tawuz and tasmiyah?
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'ah.
Translation?
Allah, I ask you for your beneficial knowledge.
Okay, well done, Jazakallah. Just want to highlight one point that you prolonged this Hamza. So this Hamza carries a fatha, so we only prolong it for 1 second. As'aluka.
As'aluka.
Perfect. Jazakallah. So before we start our lesson, I will quickly go through the etiquettes. I hope all students have their ablution and are wearing clean clothes, have head covering, and are in a quiet place with your parents, and have entered the class with the correct ID. So for today's lesson, we will be recapping about the short vowels, the short stretch, which are fatha, dhamma, and kasra. So we are going to practice those today. So let's go on. So as we have learned in our class, that fatha, dhamma, kasra should only be prolonged for 1 second, not more than that. Because if you prolong it more than that, it changes the meaning of the Holy Quran. So that is a really big mistake. So here we can see baraza. So we have to make sure that any fatha, dhamma, kasra should not be prolonged for more than 1 second. And this is very important because it comes under a major mistake and it can change the meaning of the word. So let's practice this together. Can I request the support teacher to please pick a student?
G1322, please unmute yourself.
G1322, Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. G1322, can you hear me?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Can you recite the first line for me with vowels and tasmiyah?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم با دا
Yes.
صدقة
Sadaqa.
صدقة حذر خلق حسد.
Yes, well done. That was excellent. You did very well. Just again, I would like to highlight that do not prolong the fatha dhamma kasra for more than 1 second. Just, I would like to ask you, can you tell me these short strokes? What is the name of it?
Of
Yes, and what is this, the stroke on top of qaf? What is it called?
Fatah.
Perfect. So fatha is always on top of the letters. So well done. Jazakallah. Can I have another student, please?
G1393, please unmute yourself.
G1393. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Wa alaikum assalam. So can you recite for me the first line with vowels and tasmiyah?
A'udzu billahi minasy syaithanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rusulu yakuni suila ufika sukito.
Yes, Jazakallah. This is Suqita. Well done. You recited very well. I would like to ask you here that, can you tell me which letter is this?
Ya
Yes, that's perfect. And what does the ya carry, the stroke? Do you know the name?
Fatah.
Perfect. Yes. So the ya carries a fatha. And can you tell me for how long do we prolong this fatha for?
1 second.
Yes, that was perfect. Excellent. So the ya carries a fatha and we only prolong it for 1 second. Well done, Jazakillah. Okay,
Jazakillah.
Jazakillah. So now can I have another student, please?
G1487, please unmute yourself.
G1487. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
G1379, please unmute yourself.
Wa alaikum assalam. Can you recite this second line with vowels and tasmiyah?
Yes. A'udzu billahi minasy syaithanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Quri'a tasilu tabura tubula barika.
That was perfect. Well done, Jazakallah. I would like to ask you one question that this letter, this alphabet, what is this called?
Sad.
It is a similar letter, but no, no. Seen.
Okay.
Do you remember now?
Yes.
Seen. So what does the scene carry here? This round thing on top. Is it a fatha or a dhamma?
Dhamma.
Yes, perfect. So can you pronounce it for me?
Su.
Perfect. And for how long do we prolong it for?
1 second.
Yes, well done, mashallah. You did very well. So the scene, it carries a dhamma and we only prolong it for 1 second. Subula. Jazakallah.
Subula. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah. Can I have another student?
G1491, please unmute yourself.
G1491. Assalamu alaikum.
G1491, please unmute yourself. G1499, please unmute yourself.
G1499. Assalamu alaikum.
G1403, please unmute yourself.
G1403. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Can you recite this line for me with tawas and tasmiyah?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم مثل تصف يوحيني زبيحة أوزينا.
Jazakallah, well done. That was excellent. I would just like to highlight one thing that you kind of prolonged that ta for more than 1 second. So make sure that we do not prolong it for more than 1 second. Can you tell me here, what letter is this at the end?
Ha. Ha.
Ha. Well done. It's a ha. And what does the ha carry?
A fatha.
Yes, excellent. And can we prolong this for more than 1 second?
No.
Yes, perfect. So we prolong it only for 1 second. Zubiha.
Zubiha.
Well done. Jazakillah. Can I have another student, please?
G1527, please unmute yourself.
G1527. Assalamu alaikum.
Hello?
Assalamu alaikum. G1527.
I'm not G1527. I think you accidentally unmuted me.
All right. What is your ID?
G1723.
Okay, G1723. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum
Can you recite this line for me with tawas and tasbih?
Sure. Tu, ti,
Tawas, a'uzu.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Tu, ti, I. Tazaru.
Tazaru.
Tazaru. Fu'ila. Kutila. Lu'ina.
Yes, well done. That was excellent. I just noticed here, we have a letter here. Can you tell me what is this called?
I.
Yes. Do you know the name of this letter? Is it
Ain.
Ain? Ain, yes. So do we pronounce it from our throat or not?
Yes.
Yes. So make sure that whenever you find an Ain, we pronounce it from the middle of our throat. Tuti'i.
Tuti I.
Ari.
Ari.
Okay, that's a bit better. So make sure that you practice the ayn at home. Fu'ila.
Fuila.
Okay, fu'ila.
Horila.
Yeah, that's a bit better. Well done. Jazakallah.
No problem. Thank you.
Jazakallah. Can I have another student for the practice?
G1574, please unmute yourself.
G1574. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. I think there's a distortion in your mic. I can't hear you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Can you recite this line for me with vowels and tasmiyah?
Zukira.
Vowels?
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Zukira lakumu hasabu khudisha gulibati.
Well done. That was excellent.
Can my sister have a turn?
Yeah, what is her ID? I will have her turn afterwards.
We only have one ID.
Okay, I will ask her afterwards if I have time. Can I ask you one question that this letter alphabet, do you know what it's called?
Yes.
Yes, can you tell me?
Yeah.
Yes, well done. It was perfect. It's a ya. So what does this ya carry?
A fatah.
Yes, well done. So for how long do we prolong this fatha for?
1 second.
1 second. That was perfect. Well done. So this is a ya. It carries a fatha and we only prolong it for 1 second. Jazakallah. Well done.
Okay.
Can I have another student, please?
G1671, please unmute yourself.
G1671. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Can you recite this line for me with vowels and tasmiyah?
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Fa'akalahu ja'alahu
Ja'alahu.
ja'alahu fa'akalahu
Fa'akhazahu.
fa'akazahu la'alimathu la'abjidu.
Jazakallah. Well done. That was excellent. You recited well. I just wanted to ask you here that can you tell me which alphabet letter is this? Yes, but do you know what it's called? Is it
Yeah.
a dal? Yes. So
Dal.
what does it carry, the dal?
Dama.
Yes, a dhamma. And for how long do we prolong this dhamma for?
1 second.
1 second. Well done. So la ajilu. La ajidu.
La'ajidu.
Yes, well done. Jazakallah. Can I have another student for the practice?
G1431, please unmute yourself.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Can you recite this line for me with ta'awuz and tasmiyah?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
You can start. Fa,
Fa nu
bu,
babu i nu
ta.
ta
Yes. A,
a a a
li,
li
do, do.
do
Yes. Fa,
a u bi a wa ma ta lu hu
ka,
fa ma
li,
li
ma.
a u.
Yes. Well done. Jazakallah. Can you tell me here? Let me just highlight this. Here, which alphabet letter is this?
Lam
Perfect. And what does this lam carry?
Kasta.
Yes. And can we prolong this kasra for 2 seconds?
No, 1 second.
1 second. Perfect. So can you recite this word again for me?
Ha la
Li,
ha li
ma,
ma su
tu.
nu.
Okay, perfect. Jazakallah. Can I have another student, please?
G1433, please unmute yourself.
G1433. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Can you recite this line for me with ta'awuz and tasmiyah?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فتحتي أزودك
A'dudaka.
أدودك أعيذك أملك ووديع.
Jazakallah. That was excellent. Well done. You did not prolong the fatha dhamma kasra for more than 1 second, so that was excellent. So I would like to ask you here that in this word, can you tell me all the letters? The first one?
The first one is Alif.
Yes.
The second one is Ain.
Yes.
And third one is Zu.
Za,
Yeah, Za. And the last one is Ka.
kaf.
Yeah.
Yes, well done. So they all carry the short vowels. And the za here, can you tell me which type of short vowel does it carry?
Dhamma.
Yes, perfect. And for how long do we prolong it for?
1 second.
1 second. Perfect. Jazakallah. And can I have another student, please?
G1802, please unmute yourself.
G1802. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. And can you recite this line for me with tawas and tasmiyah?
Okay. ونوريا
A'uzu, tawas.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ونوريا لقضيا وحسنا ويهب ومثل.
Okay, Jazakallah, well done. Just to highlight one point that you kind of prolonged the ha, so make sure that we do not prolong it. Wahasuna,
حسنا
yes, wahasuna,
وحسنا.
yes, well done. So we have to make sure that we do not prolong the fatha dhamma kasra. Can you tell me here, which letter is this?
إصبع
Yes, and what does this ba carry?
الضمة.
Yes, it carries a dhamma. So can I prolong this dhamma for 2 seconds?
Yes.
Are you sure? Can I prolong it for 2 seconds?
No.
No, yes, well done. So for how long do we prolong it for?
1 second.
1 second. That was perfect. So we have to make sure, everyone, that the fatha, dhamma, kasra are not prolonged for more than 1 second. So Jazakallah. Can I have another student?
G1818, please unmute yourself.
G1818. Assalamu alaikum.
G1835, please unmute yourself.
31835. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Assalamu alaikum. So can you recite this last line for me with tawas and tasmiyah?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فباهوتا
Fabuhita.
فبوهيتا وجميع وجميع فقتلا وعادكم لنريك.
Okay, Jazakallah. You did very well. Just one point I would like to highlight that you kind of prolonged the ain. So make sure that we do not prolong the fatha dhamma kasra. Wa'adakumu.
وعادكم.
Yes, well done. I would like to ask you, what letter is this red one?
Ku.
Yes, and do you know the name of this letter?
Qaf.
Yes, qaf. So what does this qaf carry?
Adama.
Yes, a dhamma. And for how long do we prolong the dhamma for?
1 second.
1 second. That was perfect. Oh, and I would like to ask you that if I prolong it for 2 seconds, is it right or wrong?
Wrong.
Yes, perfect. So we have to make sure that we prolong all the fatha dhamma kasra for 1 second. So well done, Jazakillah. Can I have another student, please?
G1327, please unmute yourself.
G1327. Assalamu alaikum.
G1325, please unmute yourself.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Can you recite this line for me? Start with ta'awuz and tasmiyah.
Okay. A'udhu billahi minash shaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Balagati.
Balagati Badati Yadiya Fa'abati
Wa'anati.
Va'anati Ajida.
Well done, Jazakallah. That was excellent. I would just like to ask you that you were a bit confused with this letter. Can you tell me what is this called?
Noon.
Perfect. And what does this noon carry?
It carries a fatha
Well done. So for how long do we prolong this fatha for?
for 1 second only.
Well done. That was excellent. So we only prolong the fatha dhamma kasra for 1 second. So that was excellent. Jazakallah.
Jazakillah.
Jazakallah. Can I have another student?
G1614, please unmute yourself.
G1614. Assalamu alaikum.
G1623, please unmute yourself.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Can you recite this line for me with ta'awuz and tasmiyah?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وسقي لبث وقعتي كره بريق.
Well done. That was excellent. You did not prolong any letter, which was excellent. Just here, I've highlighted this letter. Can you tell me what is it called? Seen, yes. So I think you pronounce it a bit thick. So we have to make sure the seen is pronounced thinly. Ghasaqi. Yes. So the swad, the swad is pronounced thick. Let me just find it here if I can. I don't know. Oh, it's not here, but make sure the seen is pronounced thin. Sa. Can you repeat it? Sa.
Sa.
Yes. So a da, that's pronounced thick, and swad is pronounced thick. Okay. Also, can you tell me the seen, which stroke is it?
Fatha.
Fatha. That's perfect. And can I prolong this fatha for 2 seconds?
No, you only prolong it for 1 second.
That's perfect. And is there a reason why we only prolong it for 1 second? Does it change the meaning or not?
It changed the meaning of.
That was excellent. Perfect. So we do not prolong fatha dhamma kasra for more than 1 second because it changes the meaning of the word. Jazakallah. That was excellent. Jazakallah. Can I have another student?
G1671, please unmute yourself.
G1671. Assalamu alaikum.
G1673, please unmute yourself.
G1673. Assalamu alaikum. Can you?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Can you recite this line for me with ta'awuz and tasmiyah?
Already did it.
From yeah?
I already read it.
Sorry? You already
I
read
already
it?
read it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you already participated in the class today?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. You can mute yourself. That was by accident that we picked you. Can I have another student?
I'll just ask G1671. Were you using a different ID when you read? Okay. G1788. Please unmute yourself.
I already did it again.
You already did it. Okay, so
Yeah.
okay, so can you mute yourself? Jazakallah.
G1788. Please unmute yourself.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you recite this line for me with Tawaz and Tasmiyah? Can you recite this line? I can't hear you. Can I have another student?
Yes. G1585.
G1585. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Can you recite this line for me with Tawaz and Tasmiyah?
Sure. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Yasha'i.
يشائي ردف شهد أزفتي بلغتي.
Well done. That was perfect. I would just like to ask you one question, that can you tell me which letter is this?
لام.
Yes, it's lam. What does the lam carry?
فتى.
Yes, it carries a fatha. And for how long do we prolong it for?
We prolong it for 1 second or 1 count.
Perfect. That was excellent. So balagati.
بلغتي.
Yes, perfect. Well done. Jazakillah. Jazakillah. Can I have another student?
G1409. Please unmute yourself.
G1409. Assalamu alaikum. Can I have another student?
G1445. Please unmute yourself.
G1445. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Can you recite this last line for me and start with Tawaz and Tasmiyah?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. طبيعك كبالك لخزانتي ببلدانك كمثالي.
Jazakallah, well done. You recited very well. I would just like to ask you here, can you tell me which letter is this?
Ta.
Yes, well done. And what does it carry?
Kasra.
Kasra. And yes, that was perfect. And for how long do we prolong it for?
1 second.
1 second. So that was excellent. So it's a ta, it carries a kasra, and we prolong it for 1 second. Well done. Jazakallah. Can I have one more student?
G1507, please unmute yourself.
G1507.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you recite the first line for me with Tawaz and Tasmiyah?
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rusulu yaguni
Su'ila.
su'ila ufika sugita
Yeah.
sugito.
Yes, well done. That was perfect. I would like to ask you one question that here, which letter is this?
Alif
Yes, and the alif, does it carry a fatha or a kasra or a dhamma?
Dhamma.
Yes, well done. And for how long do we prolong it for?
1 second.
1 second. That was perfect. Ufika.
Ufika.
Yes, well done. Jazakillah. Can I have another student?
G1366, please unmute yourself.
G1366. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Can you recite this line for me with Tawaz and Tasmiyah?
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ودخل
Wadakhala.
كشف وداء
Warada.
وعد كسب خزم
Arzama.
عزم.
Yes, well done. Here I have highlighted this letter. Can you tell me what is it called?
عين
Ain, yes. And what does it carry?
فتى
A fatha. And can I prolong this fatha for 2 seconds?
no.
And for how long do we prolong it for?
1 second.
1 second. Yes, well done. And is there a reason why we only prolong it for 1 second?
Because we'll change the meaning if we do it for 2.
Yes, that was perfect. Excellent. So we only prolong the short vowels, fatha, dhamma, kasra, for 1 second because it will change the meaning if we prolong it. So jazakallah, well done. Can I have one last student?
G1519, please unmute yourself.
G1519. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Can you recite this line for me with Tawaz and Tasmiyah?
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nazala katama hakama salafa nabaza.
Jazakallah, well done. You recited very well and you did not prolong any short vowels. Can you just tell me quickly that this scene, what does it carry?
Afata.
A fatha. And can I prolong it for around 3 seconds?
No, only 1 second.
Yes. And can you tell me the reason why we prolong it only for 1 second?
Because if we do it for 2 or more seconds, the meaning will change.
Oh, that was excellent. You explained it very well. So we do not prolong the short vowels for more than 1 second because it changes the meaning of the Quran. So Jazakallah, Ahsan al-Jaza.
Jazakillah.
Jazakallah. So now we are reaching towards the end of our class. The homework for today is I want all the students to practice the exercise 7.4 and please close attention to the timing. All short vowels, fatha, dhamma, kasra, should only be prolonged for 1 second. So make sure that you practice this at home. So now we will end our class with the closing prayer. Can I request the support teacher to please pick a student to recite the prayer?
G1418, please unmute yourself.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Assalamu alaikum. I'm fine, alhamdulillah. How are you?
Okay, and you?
I'm fine. Can you recite this verse for me? Start with Tawuz and Tasmiyah.
Yes. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Allahumma arhamni bil Qur'anil
Azim.
azim.
Yes. Translation?
Oh Allah, have mercy on me, thought the Quran, the great.
Yes. And the last line?
Waj'alhu imama wa hudan
Hudan wa rahma.
wa rahmatan.
Translation?
And make it for me the leader, the light, the guidance, and the mercy.
Jazakallah. So that concludes our class for today. I hope all the students will practice at home. Inshallah, see you tomorrow in our next class. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.